We're going to be talking to Professor Gunther Jikeli from Indiana University, who teaches Jewish studies, Jewish and Germanic studies.
We're going through the rubrics and everything that is clickable and that makes it very intuitive and doesn't put so many obstacles, technical obstacles in the way or in the form of organization, so that we can really concentrate on the peer assessment. And of course, it's very important that the instructors like me and in this bigger class, I worked with people who helped me in the teaching, that we tell the students or emphasize how important this constructive feedback is. And the tool encourages this. I also work in some research projects where we have smaller groups of people, and again, you need the skill of giving positive feedback, and students learn this. So I think this is a great tool. So first of all, that might look a lot, this Kritik features that we have, but in fact it's very intuitive. And for me at least, what the convincing part was, if you want to do peer assessment, and what is often very important, of course, is that you make it transparent, the rubrics, and that you have this motivational feedback. So all these things that is encouraged by this tool. So preparing the students, of course, this is in every peer assessment, that is important to emphasize, I think, that we make it transparent, how that is coming from, how is the assessment then done, what are the rubrics, what are the questions, how should it be done. So this tool helps me to be very transparent from the beginning, so that I have to ask myself what kind of rubrics are important and how do I fill them out. So Dirk showed us the rubrics there that are very detailed, and I think preparing the students is to show them these rubrics and to go over them. And even so what I did with my students, I said, look, this is my suggestion, but we can also change these rubrics, and we had a workshop only on that. So students came up with some other suggestions how to change the rubrics, so they have more agency in that. And because they use this as evaluation rubric and they are evaluated by this, so they want to go into a fair process. And if they have more agency, of course, that's more motivational. So all these things are very easy to organize with Kritik. What I have used it successfully, I think, in the past 2 semesters for is that I have some smaller assignments on Kritik where they learn how to give their peer assessment and get familiar with the tool, know how that works. So often that response to readings or response to a video, response to a lecture. The fact that this is the students, they don't know who graded or evaluated their work. I think that's helpful that this is anonymous, so we can at least not easily a bias in their personal bias. So that's helpful. The biggest pro, I think, in this Kritik where the peer assessment by other students is that they get a number of different perspectives from other students who are in the same learning process. This is not a new idea, but it's just Kritik makes it easier than doing it on paper or with, in our case, Canvas or other tools. It just makes it a lot easier. In Kritik, maybe it helps a little bit that this is the students don't know the other students' names when they do this evaluation, so that makes it maybe a little bit easier for them then to really concentrate on the ideas and not to kind of attack other students for their ideas, but to work with the ideas really.